I'm sure they have played one more time after those best of fives that I remember, but let me go ahead and take a little look at that. I just remember the trio in the regionals, and then right after that they had another series. I don't know if it was like Big Brain Bouts or something else, and Spirit won that one too. No, not Big Brain Bouts. Figured out what it was. Maybe it was just the Monday Night Weekly. But then it would be a best of 2, or best of 3, excuse me. Not a best of 5. Take a look. Yeah, it was a weekly, and it was indeed a best of 3. I mean, Spirit has won the last 3 encounters against D Mauer. 2-1, 3-0, 2-0. It's funny, I still feel ShoWTimE. And it's not bias. Like, if you would put a gun to my head, I would legitimately predict the ShoWTimE. Hello, Cryomancer. Dallas was awesome. Much love to you and the rest of the casters. I will forward it to him, man. What was my favorite moment of ESL Dallas? As part of the competition, the tournament, I would have said Serral against Oliveira, game 5. Because I just thought it was so freaking tense, so close, so hard to call. Like, everything that I love about Starcraft. Close series, came down to the wire. So, Serral Oliveira, game 5. When it comes to Dallas outside of the tournament, I would say the Basilisk dinner we had in the Mexican place. It was Trigger, Serral, Reynor, me, and then Chris and Hans from Basilisk, Chris's wife, and Jeff, who's a social media manager. And we actually just had a fucking really fun dinner. I teased Reynor a little bit. There was so much laughter. It was fun. So, those are probably my 2 favorite moments of the week. I shared one of the one-liners that I gave Reynor with you guys. The other one I cannot share, but it was good. Jeff was especially cool. I'm just gonna assume that's Amir who's saying great things about Jeff. And I agree, Amir. Roddy, is MaxPax going to the Esports World Cup? I don't know more than you guys do. Every now and then I joke saying that, like, I've had lunch or dinner with MaxPax. I've never met him, guys. I obviously speak to him sometimes on Discord. I think MaxPax is a great guy, and I really hope I get to meet him one day, but I don't know anything more than you guys do. A big best of 2 between these guys. It's ShoWTimE in the bottom right side for Basilisk plus ShoWTimE, and it's Spirit in the top left for PSISTORM Gaming plus Navi. You say the chance is 0? I don't think it's 0. I really have a little bit of copium that MaxPax is going to the Esports World Cup. But that is not based upon anything. That is just based on my hopes and dreams. And a feeling. Yeah. Just hopes and dreams for now. And we'll see. Only time will tell. Double gas opening by ShoWTimE. I actually find this a tiny bit surprising. Why do we take double gas? And now we scout. Maybe he's anticipating some sort of a proxy. It is the case, but... I mean, you would almost do think that the money means something to MaxPax, because if it doesn't mean anything, why are you staying up till 5 a.m. to play the American Weekly all the time, right? Maybe he just loves competition that freaking much that it's more about the competition than about the money. But yeah, maybe the money could be a deciding factor for him to go to the Esports World Cup. Who knows? ShoWTimE, guys, is going to go for Proxy Void Ray, baby. We actually saw this exact scenario, same spawning positions in the most recent Big Brain bouts between Hero and Gumio. I spoke to Hero about that game and he was laughing. He's like, haha, easy win. I was like, yeah. And Spirit, after SCV scouting, is realizing that something is missing. I feel like I saw somebody else do this against Spirit. Maybe I'm not thinking of Spirit. And it was a game where the Protoss started building pylons and batteries a little bit too early at the bottom of the ramp. And it kind of revealed the fact that this build was happening. It was on Oceanborn, same spawning positions. And the Protoss was a really big underdog. But I kind of believed that he had a chance if he didn't reveal the fact that he was going for this so early. Now this time around there is no such thing, as Spirit is obviously aware of it. I assume that our defense is going to be Cyclone Bunker. Are they allowing fans at the Esports World Cup, brother? Yeah, absolutely. They actually have a very cool studio. If we do it in the same place as last year, Gamers 8, that studio is really cool. You get a sick viewing experience. So yes. Obviously going to Saudi Arabia is different than going to Germany or America, right? And it's a hard trip to make, but if you just go purely for the Starcraft, you're actually going to have a really good time being in that studio. This is one of the best experiences I think you can have as a fan. And I know two people will get triggered for me saying that and be like, sell out, whatever, but it's just a really cool studio, assuming it's the same studio. And last year we did have fans. Like, people said there were no people. That's not true. Of course, not as many as in Dallas or Atlanta, but there absolutely were people watching the games, and they were Starcraft fans as well. Like, I had a couple guys that were even subbed to my channel for a long time. I had no idea that they were Arabic or that they lived in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Saudi, whatever. It was cool to meet them. They were very nice. So ShoWTimE is going to get the container of it. Double Void Ray at this point. We have 2 Cyclones in the main, 3rd Cyclone in production. As Spirit is just repairing the ever-living crap out of the bunker. Are we ever going to go into a fleet beacon here, guys? Hawk, by the way, even. Will it just be nothing but Void Rays? Or do we go for a fleet beacon? Oh, he commits. He doesn't get it. Are you kidding me? I could sneeze at that Cyclone and it would die. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Depot gets picked off. We're now going to work on that bottom depot. It's triple Cyclone and a couple of Marines. And Spirit will probably think as long as this bunker is alive, I'm going to be fine. I wonder if you ever have the money to go for an eBay. Like, turrets are not bad. They have one Void Ray, takes crazy amounts of damage, and the Void Ray dies. And the bunker does die in the end as well. But there's still so much firepower right now on the side of Spirit. This is a side of the Maur that we don't really know, that we don't talk about a whole lot. The cheesy side. Doesn't look too hot for us, guys. It does not look too hot. Thank you, by the way, Dave, for the 300 bits. I wish I could tell you I knew that Danny DeVito is, but I don't. I know there's a female singer that has a name close to that. But I'm sure that's not the one that you're talking about. Are we dead? Are we dead, or do we have a chance? Is there a world where I can spin this up to you guys and pretend that I can see ShoWTimE win it? I feel like we're pretty dead. Tank is on the way as well. If Boanan was here, he would tell you guys that the tank is the most important part of the defense. Can't believe that he disagreed with me and called me an old man. What a kid. You give them some chances to play video games, and in return they call you an old man. And they say that you're senile and you don't know what you're talking about. Shameful behavior. Those video gamers are disrespecting me. Obviously, Spirit is going to mine out his main rather quickly, right? He's got 2 orbitals in his main. If you're spamming mules, you're going to mine that main out in absolute no time. Our follow-up is a Twilight Council. Probably Blink. Like, I know sometimes it's very tempting to go charge against a 1-base Terran, but I would say that it's more likely that it's Blink here. Because of the Cyclones. Overrunning your opponent when he has this many Cyclones with a couple Zealots is going to be very difficult. Yeah, that's an ambitious spot to research Stim, by the way, guys. What are the odds that that Tech Lab is going to die at least once? I put the over-under on minus 140. And I'll take the over. I think it's going to die. I don't know when. And I don't know how. But I feel like it's gonna die once. It already has, lol. Yeah, but I'm talking about from here on out. Yeah, I know it died already once. You're right. Since most of the time when it dies once, they move the barracks and they build it elsewhere. That's the narrative I was going for. So ShoWTimE is gonna go charge first. And I do get it. Like, this is something a lot of cannon rushes do. It's something I've done as well in the past. I just kind of think that Spirit's army is already a little bit too big to go for charge first. We could really use a few more units here. Spirit is going to see an empty mineral line. And it could be for two reasons. One, the probes got pulled. Two, a recall happened to a hidden base. This is also how MaxPack started winning games against Clem a long time ago. Think of the Romanticide days, if you guys remember that map. It was always the biggest upset when Clem lost a game against King Cobra or MaxPacks, you know. Because we put them in the same category as Protoss players. King Cobra, MaxPacks, you know. They were similar. One of them decided to no longer just be a Void Ray all-inner. The other one, still spamming Void Rays. Whenever we do get to see him. I like the Templar Archives. 1 or 2 storms on the Marines could be devastating. Marines, I don't think ShoWTimE should really take a fight. I understand that he really wants to delay the process of Spirit expanding, but this Terran army just seems a little bit too big right now. There's one more battery. He's gonna go for it with a Guardian Shield. Prismatic Alignment, target firing is pretty good so far. A couple of these Cyclones have melted, but the Zealots have absolutely disappeared against all these Marines. The guy with the gun simply does not give a fuck. That's a mistake, by the way, by Spirit. He should have killed the Zealots first and then the pylon. Because then you actually don't get the money back as a Protoss. Now ShoWTimE at least gets 300 minerals back. You don't understand fighting there? I think maybe in ShoWTimE's world there was the moment where the Terran army was just not that big yet. Maybe he hoped STIM wasn't done. And that the Zealots with Guardian Shield could have lived long enough. I don't really know. But yeah, it's obviously a shame, right? When you have the Templar Archives, you can maybe go for Storm. You now lose all your voids. ShoWTimE is enjoying a 9-worker lead, to be fair. Leave it up to Spirit, by the way, to now just drop a 3rd CC as part of the wall-off and play this game out in a very slow manner. This is a 4 Marauder drop. You don't see that super often. Kind of funny because you know your opponent has charge. So now ShoWTimE should... Oh, it's Vikings. It's a 4 Viking drop, guys. That's pretty sick, actually. ShoWTimE went full bow and on Reynor. That's what happened. Spirit knows that ShoWTimE has hidden base. Recall just got used. The entire army pretty much got recalled to deal with these 4 Vikings. That actually means that our top base is incredibly exposed. ShoWTimE's got another base coming online at the top side of the map. And I guess that's the one that he's going to try to defend. I would also like to understand the physics of how 4 Vikings can fit inside of a medevac. There are some terrible jokes that we can make there, but... The Spirit kills what he thinks is the hidden nexus of ShoWTimE. There's another one. I think with a couple great storms we could win, but we don't have storm as far as I know. But at least I don't see any High Templars. I mean, 1 I can sort of understand, assuming you can like assemble and disassemble it, you know. Put it in piece by piece, but 4 seems a little much. Unfortunately, it seems that Spirit, his win streak over ShoWTimE, will continue. At least for now, here in Game 1. Now, Oceanborn is obviously not a bad Terran map. ShoWTimE can pick a better Protoss map as Game 2. Picks off another Viking. What a shame we lost that starport, guys. Imagine if we could have gone back into Void Rays. I have been in this situation many times as a Protoss player myself. But you know you're kind of dead, but you also know you can transition. So you're just gonna send it with Archon, Zealot, Stalker, but you don't have any upgrades either. And it will not end well. ShoWTimE at least seems to be a bigger man than me. And he's gonna expand again. This time in his natural. And we fire up Storm. I like the choice. I don't think that suddenly increases our chances to win this game. But it's a better chance than attacking into all those Widowmines, tanks, and bio. Because that's never gonna work. So you may as well go for the ultimate Hail Mary, research Storm, take it from there. Very happy, by the way, that the stream started working a lot better. We had a crappy start, but it's looking good. Spirit finds another hidden base. Storm not quite done yet, but we do land a feedback that may scare Spirit a little into the idea that Storm is ready. We need like 15 seconds, guys. Can we get 15 seconds? Yeah. So much energy, by the way, on these medevacs. You don't see that very often because most of the time there's non-stop battling, right? But this has been such a weird game. There's the proxy Void Ray 1 base opening. But these medevacs have an unholy amount of energy. That means the Spirit can just stim for days, and he can even eat a couple of storms. ShoWTimE lands a decent first storm. Thinks about going for it, but the Withermine connections are really big. And Zealots without any armor upgrades just die so fucking fast. The only thing that's remaining is the Archons, but Archons can get EMP'd. D-Maur is trying to make something of a very dire game. It doesn't really seem like it's going anywhere. Nice to kill a ghost, but there is more where that came from. A whole lot more. Yeah, I'm afraid you're right, Mr. Halo Legend. ShoWTimE trying to space out these High Templars to land a couple of great storms, but the problem is there's so much energy on these medevacs that even if, oh, that High Templar gets sniped, by the way, doesn't even get a storm up. And the Archons are kind of our last line of defense. With 3 ghosts at a time, it is just a matter of time before these balloons will get popped. And Spirit once more gets a W over D-Maur. D-Maur says, damn it. Tried to cheese one time and it doesn't work. 1-0 lead for PSISTORM Gaming's Navi, which also means they take the lead in this clan war over Basilisk ShoWTimE. ShoWTimE can pick any map he wants, the second map. We're gonna pick Dynasty, guys. Golden Aura, okay. Tiny bit surprising, but hey. If D-Maur likes it, I like it. Thank you, Singaporean, for the 20 months. No, I mean, I had an interview with ShoWTimE last time. ShoWTimE did say that for some reason the WTL Code S is a lot tougher than what he thought it was. And obviously he's familiar with everybody he plays, but it's not really been the most glorious first season ever yet. But hey, it's a long journey. We're still happy that D-Maur decided to fight alongside us. And I'm sure that plenty of W's are ahead of us. If ShoWTimE can just win game 2, we'll be okay with it. Round 4 of the clan war. Top left side, we are looking at the main base of... Nope, bottom right side, sorry. It was NaVi Spirit. Top left side. It is the man from BIG, Berlin International Gaming. As he has teamed up with Basilisk. ShoWTimE. Should have sent Roddy. Reynor did say that he wants to send me out soon. I mean, I know that I always pretend that I'm the one in charge, guys, but obviously I discuss things with the boys. But if Reynor wants to send out Roddy once, who am I to stop him? I would like to play a few more games though. I've been a tiny bit inactive with going to Dallas and whatnot, but if the Italian stallion wants Roddy, he gets Roddy. We're building the barracks at home. We're building the gateway at home, and I'm obviously not expecting not a proxy out of D-Maur. I assume this is going to be a Phoenix Colossus opening. I think ShoWTimE kind of likes Phoenix Colossus on this map. Opening up Twilight Council Blink, going up to 3 bases, playing Colossus from there is not a bad choice either. But if I know my Maur, I feel that he's gonna go 1 gate fast expand. Stargate, couple Phoenixes into a Robo, 1 Immortal into Colossus, 3 base, we take it from there. What are the best Phoenix maps currently? I think all of them are great. I have noticed that it's more difficult to harass on Ghost River than the other 8. Because the main base is just so safe, I feel like it's kind of hard. In my mind, Phoenix should be good on Ghost River, but then I can never kill an SCV, so maybe it's not that good. Every other map, kind of like it. I think Alcyone is a great Phoenix map. I think Golden Hour is a great Phoenix map. I like it on Crimson Court as well. Oceanborn, so, but it's never bad. But it's alright. ShoWTimE is actually gonna go Twilight Council. Alright. DNS has called correctly. Spirit, meanwhile, it's going for the old school, the young build of Katowice 2022, I want to say it was. That he got a lot of Protoss players with back then. Seems to be a bit of an anti-Stargate build, but I actually think the Twilight Council here is a very good choice by D-Mauer. As long as we can pick up on the fact that this is happening, we have an Adept on the other side of the map, we're gonna kill this SCV, that's nice. If ShoWTimE can just scout this in time, I think it's very good. Because we don't have to worry about any drops, so we can just make a couple of Blinky boys, run them to the other side of the map, start shaving away at this army. Get in there, Tobias. We're going for a Robo now. Okay, I don't hate that, but what we really need is a scout, knowing that this is the build we're playing against, and bring our Stalkers to the other side of the map. Spirit's build will work if he can just very casually #roll out, make it to the top left, siege up, press Tim. His build is going to be very powerful, and a couple Stalkers are not going to look all that good. But if ShoWTimE gets a good read on the situation, he brings the Stalkers to the right bottom, gets the Guardian Shield, gets an Immortal, a couple Zealots with charge, then I think he should be fine. The Stalkers would have had such a good time here already, by the way. I'm kind of sad that they're all at home. ShoWTimE is obviously worried about some sort of a drop, whatever drop it may be. I'm starting to like this a little bit less. I would have really liked our Stalkers just dancing here. There is no bunker. One Cyclone is not going to keep Spirit safe. Come on, Tobias. If we are waiting for this ops, it's really going to be a little bit late. Like 4 minutes, 50 seconds into the game, you still haven't seen a medevac, you haven't seen a Liberator. It is time. And he is indeed going to send everything to the bottom side. Now we need to start finding ways to buy time. And obviously crank out an Immortal, get a Guardian Shield, right? Oh, did we lose a Stalker? I think we did. Okay, this looks really bad, man. And we have just seen this a little bit too late. Spirit is already here. We are going to get an Immortal. We are going to get that Sentry. We eat another tank shot to the face. Spirit is sending more units through the right center of the map, by the way. Those are the boys as well. Spirit full sending it here for PSISTORM Gaming NaVi. We're going to need some really good force fields. Can we get Citizens Arrest over here? Can they trap these Stalkers? The answer is no. So this is good for ShoWTimE. We need sentries, mate. Let's get some more sentries, baby. Force fields are going to be sick here. I don't care which ramp he wants to go up against. Like if it's that one, I'm starting to like this for us. I'm going to get a free kill. Okay, we drop force fields. We shave off a couple of Marines. We get the Cyclone too. Starting to like it more and more, baby. We obviously need to make sure that we drop Shield Battery Overcharge at the right time. Look at them Stalkers go as they find a tank in the center of the map. Even if we lose a couple Stalkers, that is no big deal. What does science victory on Basilisk t-shirts mean anything particular? Yes, we are all scientists, mate. And you guys may think of Reynor in a lab coat. No. But Reynor is a scientist in his own way. Hashtag science victory. The boys love it. We love it. The bosses love it. We're gonna battle this bunker. The bunker will die very quickly. We have Stalkers flanking. I would like to stay near our batteries, by the way. It's a bit of an awkward fight. We force out the stim. That's good. Run back to the battery. This was maybe not the best fight, but I believe it's easily good enough. Because every stim hurts so freaking bad if you're Spirit. Spirit never got a starport here, guys. So he will not get medevacs. Every stim is omega painful. He's going to go for it right here. Stalkers will go for the first tank. And then Immortal is going to go for the second tank. A few Marines is all that's left. ShoWTimE will at least get a draw on the board. And that means we head into MaxPax versus Reynor, all tied up. Woo! I love it. You guys believed in the draw. I believed in the draw. Man, I'm kind of nervous. Two of my favorite video gamers on the planet going head to head. It's MaxPax versus Reynor, best of 2 in a clan bar where we're all tied up. Do you guys think MaxPax wins 2-0? Do you guys think Reynor wins 2-0? Or will it be a 1-1 draw? And are we going to an ace match? I'm gonna go ahead and take a very tiny break, so you guys won't get any ads in the middle of this exciting best of 2. Final match coming up. See you guys soon.